Hi guys, Dr. Axe here. Today I want to talk about 6 ways to naturally relieve anxiety. And if you're a person that deals with a lot of worry, anxiety, and sort of this sympathetic stress, what I'm going to share with you today is going to make a big impact on helping you reduce anxiety and doing it naturally with using things like essential oils and superfoods and other practices I know you're going to love. Number 1 way to start reducing anxiety is to consume a diet that is rich in healthy fats and that reduces inflammation. You know, today, most of us are getting way too many carbohydrates and sugar, which cause insulin spikes, which then affects cortisol, which puts us in a fight or flight state where we have high stress hormones, where it actually is causing us to live in a high state of anxiety. In order to combat that, start consuming more fats, reduce the carb consumption, and eat a lot of anti-inflammatory foods. Let me give you an example of what this diet would look like. In the morning, do a superfood smoothie with healthy fats from coconut. You could add in a little bit of avocado or almond butter as well, maybe a half a cup to a cup of blueberries or raspberries or some type of berries, and then maybe like a collagen powder and bone broth protein. But something like that, a superfood smoothie. For lunch, do a big salad with avocado, olive oil, maybe some balsamic vinegar, maybe some chicken or salmon full of omega-3 fats. For dinner, you could do either some sort of whole grain or just a small amount, typically half a cup. But again, more healthy fats, lots of vegetables, but that's the key to fighting anxiety diet-wise is every meal you should be getting protein, healthy fats, fiber, and nutrient-dense foods. If you do that, you're going to notice a reduction in those anxiety levels, again, especially if you get the sugar and the carbs out. Number 2, start taking the right supplements. Magnesium, known as the relaxation mineral. Magnesium is very calming to the body. That's another supplement that can work wonders for reducing stress. And then certain herbs that are adaptogens like ashwagandha are also great for naturally reducing anxiety in the body. And that's according to clinical studies. Medical studies have shown these herbs and superfoods can help calm the body, reducing anxiety. Now, another thing I do want to mention, you want to really cut out of your diet or lower if you're dealing with anxiety, is large amounts of caffeine and alcohol. Alcohol, especially after consuming it the following day, can really affect your anxiety levels, sort of acting like a downer to your body. You're leaching and actually pulling nutrients from your liver. Your liver is responsible for detoxification, for balancing hormones, for rebuilding your body. It's responsible for a lot. Over-consuming alcohol can really damage the liver. And I'm talking about, hey, a glass of wine a couple nights a week is fine. More than a couple glasses a week, though, tends to start to be hard on the liver. So again, you want to lower or get rid of alcohol. And also with caffeine, hey, a little bit of green tea during the day, a little bit of matcha is fine in the morning. But if you're doing coffee, really more than 1 glass a day or more than 125 milligrams a day, that's actually going to cause anxiety, really heighten it. And especially if it's non-organic coffee. Non-organic coffee is sprayed with pesticides and chemicals, which which actually lowers the theanine content, which is what gives coffee its calming effect. So now you just have this effect that's very heightening, which makes anxiety worse, okay? So get rid of the excess caffeine and alcohol there as well. Number 4, make sure to incorporate more essential oils into your daily routine, especially lavender essential oil. Lavender oil is so calming. You can take about 3 to 5 drops of lavender. I like rubbing it on my lymph nodes. Right here on the base of my neck, you can rub a little under your nose or on your temple area, but sort of rub it on your neck and temples. It's a great way. Your body will start inhaling the lavender. It's very calming. You can also get a diffuser and start diffusing lavender, which is calming as well. And there's other essential oils that are calming, such as lemon or citrus essential oils are calming. Chamomile oil is calming, but just consume some calming essential oils in terms of topically, and diffusing them is a great thing to do. The number 5 thing you can do to start reducing anxiety is get out and move, all right? Start exercising a little bit. You know, most of us sit cooped up in an office all day or a home all day. Do you know that getting sunshine, fresh air, and just getting out in nature has been shown in medical studies to reduce anxiety? There's a practice also called grounding, which is, hey, walking barefoot, whether that be on sand or in the grass or in the woods, but just having your bare feet touch the ground, or in general, even if you don't do that, just getting outside reduces anxiety. there as well. And as part of that, hey, you can do different types of exercise. Yoga has been shown in medical studies to reduce anxiety. Also things like bar, Pilates, interval training, really running, all types of exercise are good for relieving anxiety. So get outside and also move. And listen, if you don't have time to exercise, you can't listen, by the way, you all have time to exercise. You don't need to exercise an hour a week or an hour a day, an hour a week, 20 minutes, 3 times a week. That's all you need for exercise. So you don't need a lot of it. A little bit goes a long way. But if you're not able, or maybe you got some major joint problems, at least get outside and walk. Movement is key to fighting anxiety. And last but not least, make sure you're getting enough sleep. Did you know that if you're getting less than 7 hours of sleep a night, your chance of gaining weight goes up dramatically, and your risk of getting a cold and flu and all kinds of other issues? So you need to get sleep, at least 7 hours, but ideally 8 to 9 hours of sleep a night. Get to bed earlier, try and get to bed by around 10 o'clock, and then wake up there in the morning, ideally not until at least after 6 a.m. But again, getting enough sleep is key to reducing anxiety. I can tell you for myself, if I get less than 7 hours of sleep a night, my anxiety goes up dramatically. We want to keep those anxiety levels down. In order to do that, get the proper sleep. So remember all these tips. We talked about everything from following an anti-inflammatory diet high in healthy fats to using lavender essential. Get outside and move, and all of these things are going to help you relieve anxiety and doing it naturally without the side effects. I hope you've enjoyed this video on how to naturally reduce anxiety.